From Cleveland's own 24-hour newsroom, Tim Taylor, Denise Dufala, Casey Coleman on sports, and Dick Goddard with weather. This is Cleveland's own Newscenter 8.
Good evening, and thank you for joining us.
Here's what's happening, and if you're watching us from somewhere warm tonight, be thankful. This is quickly shaping up to be the coldest night of winter. The 37 below wind chill in Mansfield is the lowest we've seen this winter.
And this comes on the heels of last night's 1 below zero actual reading. Dick has been watching the temperatures plunge in our viewing area. Dick, any chance we'll be setting some new record lows?
We have some fairly modest record lows for this morning. My record show in Cleveland a -4 back in 1936. The center of this Arctic high-pressure area is now over the state of Arkansas, and it is headed our way. Here's how we stand currently. These are the temperatures, of course, the mercurial temperatures. They're going nowhere. 2 above Hopkins, -2 Akron, Canton, a -3 Mansfield, and warmest in the state, 12 at Huntington, Ironton. Now you factor in the wind, and here's what we're looking at. 37 below at Mansfield, -21 Cleveland, and a -23 at Akron, Canton. Most areas will be below zero overnight. There will be a gradual rise in temperature tomorrow, nothing to brag about. I think we'll break freezing, if not Saturday, certainly by Sunday. More later.
All right, thanks, Dick. And while most of us are indoors, warm and toasty, it may be easy to forget those less fortunate. People with no roof over their heads in this bitter cold. For some, it is a life-threatening situation. And tonight, Newscenter 8's Christy Steves found hundreds of men, women, and children just trying to get through the night as temperatures plummet.
John and Shannon Washington are homeless, but they're among the lucky ones. That's because they found shelter at the Salvation Army's Harbor Light complex. But for every 2 people the shelter has taken in, another homeless person has been turned away. Major Charles Williams is the executive director. He says there's not enough shelters in Greater Cleveland to house all the homeless, estimated to be 10,000 on any given night.
We have had at least, that I can recount as of this hour, early evening, about 25 calls, which we have tried to channel to other shelters that we have not been able to meet.
John and Shannon have 4 children, ranging in age from 1 to 9. They shudder at the thought of being out on the street on a night when temperatures are way below freezing.
You just think if I had to sleep out there with 4 kids, I don't think we'll make it. I don't think we'll make it.
I worry about the weather every day. I worry about my kids' health every day. I worry about what they're going to go through the next day, and the next day it's a constant battle.
These men aren't so lucky. They've gone to the downtown drop-in center, a shelter they call a place of last resort. They've all been turned away at other shelters because everything is full. Their only other options are to find shelter in an abandoned building, under a bridge, or to take their chances on the street. A frightening thought to someone who knows what that can be like.
It's like death. I mean, it's like death. I mean, because I was shaking so bad when I walked in there. I mean, even though I was in the hallway, a couple guys in there told me, they said, you're still shaking like hell.
These men didn't have to talk to us. In fact, a lot of homeless people shy away from the camera. But they did because they want to remind us that they're out there. And as the temperature drops, so does their morale. For them, every day is a game of survival, especially on a night like tonight. Christy Steves, Newscenter 8, Cleveland.
Last night at this time, we were going over President Clinton's bold deficit-cutting plan, and tonight, President Clinton is in Columbus, getting ready to begin selling his program to the people of Ohio. Air Force One touched down a few hours ago at Rickenbacker Air Force Base. In the morning, he'll go to a high school in Chillicothe, about 50 miles outside Columbus. There, he'll hold a town hall meeting and tell people why his budget plan's the only way for America to go. Newscenter 8's Belinda Prinz is on the Clinton trail. She'll be bringing us reports tomorrow on the President's Day. And helping to get out the word in Cleveland about Clinton's tax cut and spend program is Health and Human Services Secretary Donna Shalala. The former Clevelander learned you can go home again to help shape a new health care system. She visited university hospitals today to listen to people concerned about the skyrocketing costs of health care. She came with no answers, only a sympathetic ear. Ms. Shalala will have a lot to say about a university universal health care program the First Lady is spearheading and may unveil in the spring.
On Capitol Hill, they are debating the president's plan already, and reaction is very much along party lines. The Democrats like it, Republicans don't.
I've already heard some people on the other side of the aisle say, well, he should have cut more. And my answer is, show me where, but be specific. No hot air, show me where, and be specific.
Ohio Senator Howard Metzenbaum says working-class Americans understand the debt needs to be paid off and are willing to accept the plan. Republicans say the plan doesn't cut enough.
And this is exactly what he told us during the campaign he wouldn't do. And it doesn't seem to me appropriate to say that George Bush, who fought for 2 years before finally giving in, should really get hammered because he signed a tax increase, while Bill Clinton, who apparently fought for about 2 hours.
Now, Ohio Congressman John Kasich from Columbus is the top Republican on the House Budget Committee, and he's helping to write a Republican alternative to Clinton's proposal. And Clevelanders whose very livelihoods could be cut off because of the president's plan are waiting and worrying. 400 people who work on the space station project at NASA Lewis, designing the power system, have an uncertain future. The president wants to streamline the program and perhaps start from square one. No telling yet how it would affect Lewis, but 1/3 of its budget is linked to the space station.
Part of President Clinton's economic proposal is to freeze federal workers' wages. We caught up with some federal employees right here in Cleveland, and while we found some who are ready to do their part, others say the proposed freeze is unfair.
I think it's unfair, really unfair.
Why?
Well, we're hard-working individuals. We have to live just like everyone else does.
It won't be the first time that they've done that. Federal workers are usually the first anybody picks because it's a big group. So it's not the first time. It's nothing new.
Nobody likes, the money frozen. Well, I understand the purpose behind it, though. And if I had a choice, I would go in that direction also. It's going to take, like you said, it's going to take all of us to come together and pull this country together.
I really hope he don't do it because, see, I have 2 kids, and, I say by myself, I'm 22 years old, and my bills are really behind because I've been laid off also. So I really don't hope that he freezes our wages.
Federal workers in the months to come get an increase in pay. However, it will be below the rate of inflation.
For the second time in as many weeks, another international hijacking drama ends on American soil. This time it all started in Haiti, where a man took a woman hostage at gunpoint and forced her onto an American missionary plane and ordered the pilot to fly to Miami. The hijacker fired a shot through the plane's ceiling before it took off, but he reportedly gave his gun to the crew during the flight. When the DC-3 landed in Miami, the hijacker, as you can see, gave up peacefully. Neither the hijacker's hostage nor the other 11 people on board were hurt. Still no word on why the hijacker did it.
And off the coast of Haiti, stormy seas became a sea of people when a jam-packed ferry overturned and sank. Only 285 of the 1,500 people on board survived Tuesday's calamity. Survivors are telling a terrifying tale of how they clung onto any floating object to stay alive. One person even used a bag of charcoal as a life preserver, and it worked. Still ahead on Newscenter 8, London gripped by fear after a shopping mall became the most dangerous, deadly place for a lost little boy.
And the most incredible Home Alone story of all continues to unfold in Milwaukee, where after 2 weeks, 6 brothers and sisters are still looking for Mom.
America switching to Sears Optical. For $119 complete. Right now, get a professional eye exam and a complete pair of eyeglasses, frames, and single vision lenses, and scratch-resistant coating, all for $119 complete, with the Sears guarantee of satisfaction.
It's Sears. It's guaranteed. I can charge it.
Eye exam and eyeglasses, $119 complete. Now at Sears Optical.
The Northeast Ohio Ford dealers asked the people at the Lorraine Assembly Plant to make a few changes to the 1992 Thunderbird. So they changed the front end, slightly. Then they made some changes on the inside, like power windows and locks, automatic transmission, deluxe stereo, and air conditioning, all standard. And finally, they changed the price. Perfect. Introducing the 1993 Thunderbird LX. Change is good. No wonder your Ford dealer is winning Ohio over.
critics call Summersby a ravishing romance. Richard Gere's most passionate performance since An Officer and a Gentleman. Jodie Foster is extraordinary.
Who is this man sitting in my kitchen?
Summersby, rated PG-13, now playing at a theater near you.
Kathy and Johnny could not have a baby, so Kim gave them hers. But then Kim and Johnny had an affair. Now Kim wants her baby back.
Man, that's crazy.
Exactly.
It's on Geraldo.
Tomorrow afternoon at 4 on TV8.
His case was frighteningly similar to Rodney King's, right down to the courtroom outcome. Take a look at this videotape beating of a Trenton, New Jersey man. This was recorded in December of 1991, and today the officer walked away a free man. A jury found Trenton police officer Earl Hill innocent of all charges. He had faced up to 20 years in prison and $200,000 in fines for the beating of Thomas Downing. Defense attorneys claim the tape only captured 6 minutes of the confrontation, omitting critical pieces of information. Downing suffered only minor injuries.
A Cleveland man is at Charity Hospital trying to explain why he held police at bay while threatening to use a butcher knife on himself. It happened here on Empire Avenue. Police negotiated with 31-year-old James Hightower for about an hour. The sergeant who talked with Hightower tells us the father of 3 was distraught over his children who'd been in county custody. The situation was resolved peacefully when he surrendered to police.
Well, there's no end in sight for suicide doctor Jack Kevorkian. Today, he helped 2 more people who wanted to die. A man and a woman, both suffering from terminal cancer, both from California, ended their lives with Kevorkian's aid. The notorious Dr. Death has now helped 15 terminally ill people end their lives. He's recently stepped up his suicide campaign in the face of a law taking effect next month in Michigan banning assisted suicides.
London police are getting 200 phone calls an hour after the murder of a lost 2-year-old boy has people there wondering aloud if children are killing children. Britain is also thinking of its shopping malls tonight as stalking grounds where killers lurk. The blurred security camera makes the unthinkable tragedy seem all the more horrible. A lost little boy alone in the mall, being let off seconds later by 2 older boys. Then later, from another set of cameras several miles away, the little boy being dragged.
Merseyside police have interviewed an elderly woman who says she saw the murdered 2-year-old James Bulger crying and screaming as he was dragged along by his 2 kidnappers.
The child's brutalized body was found by railroad tracks. Since then, another mother has reported 2 boys trying to entice her child out of the same mall just an hour before the 2-year-old disappeared. And along with the flowers and tears come the questions. How could it happen? And could it happen again?
Here's an update on the Home Alone story we brought you 2 weeks ago. It's from Milwaukee, where a mother apparently just up and left. Her 6 kids, including a 10-month-old, were forced to fend for themselves. This is where they lived. Now their mother's been charged with child neglect. The problem, though, is she still hasn't come back. But we're happy to say the children are safe and sound in the custody of welfare caregivers. And don't go away, because we're going to save you some money.
We'll also give you a burst of spring along with Dick's bone-chilling forecast coming up.
There's a traffic jam of presidents, all heading to the big Dodge Savings Spectacular. You get 100 Abe Lincolns back on the best-selling Dodge Caravan. Plus, you get air at no extra charge. Save up to 3,200 George Washingtons on Dodge Dakotas with available Magnum engines. Or you can save 50 Andrew Jacksons on a hot Dodge Shadow ES. Plus, immediate delivery, on-the-spot financing, low down payments. So hurry to your Dodge dealer, and you'll have the presidents right in the palm of your hand.
Introducing Block Bottom Prices. Shop Block Brothers Holiday Sale for all your bed and bath needs. Sheet sets regularly $25, on sale starting at $9.90. Thirsty bath towels regular $10 each, now 2 for $9.90. Comforters and bedspreads regular $60, starting at $19.90. And feather sleeping pillows regular $20, now $9.90. For Block Bottom Prices, come to Block Brothers Holiday Sale. Hurry, sale ends soon.
Hi, I want a new Toyota 4x4. I brought my stereo, my valuable baseball card collection, and I'll throw her in too, but I'd really like to hang on to the cards.
Now your Toyota dealer can make a new Toyota even more affordable with big incentives and option package savings up to $1,000 on power steering, AM/FM radio, and more.
Wow, so I get the truck and I get to keep all my stuff?
That's right. Unless you got Babe Ruth in there.
No way.
Great trucks, great values. It's not that complicated. See your Toyota dealer.
Let's go.
Here's some potentially life-saving news about baby cribs that can kill. I'm talking about Play School's Travelite portable cribs. You may have seen them. They have nylon mesh sides that fold up. They're convenient, yet in 3 cases a baby died when the sides accidentally folded and suffocated the infant. So the makers of the crib, Coldcraft Enterprises, are recalling them. The model numbers are 77101 and 77103. More than 11,000 of the cribs made between 1990 and 1992 are being recalled. If you have one of these, stop using it and then call Coldcraft at 1-800-453-7673 to arrange for a refund.
Protecting your hard-earned dollars is what we at Newscenter 8 have been trying to help you do all week. And if you were with us at 6 o'clock tonight, you saw Martin Savage's special report detailing ways you can save big money on your car. Another tip to help you save, try selling your car yourself instead of trading it in. Check wholesale and retail car values in the NATA Used Car Guide found in your local library. This is just one of 50 money-saving tips we have for you in the TV8 CareForce Care Package. To get your own free copy, write to us at TV8 CareForce, VGS 13102 Triscuit, Room 13, Cleveland 44111.